I hold proof and evidence that even the largest YouTubers, national news media outlets across the entire, well, probably globe, I have proof and receipts, proof, evidence that this realm has been after for years now.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Carrie Moody channel. So about 4 or 5 days ago, White Boy Lockdown Radio had Don Wells on his channel. Well, they start talking about that Doug had recently been calling Don. And White Boy says that the creators are all the same. They can't show any evidence. There's no facts to go with anything that they say, which then sends Don into a tizzy over JodiSue Brown for some reason. Don says he'd like to know how JodiSue knows so much about him, and he's only talked to her, he says, maybe 5 times, and that he does not know her, but JodiSue seems to know everything about him and how evil he is in every way, and Don just doesn't get it. Now, JodiSue did a reaction video to what Don said, and it is quite interesting. And as is usually the case with JodiSue, she does leave you hanging, but she says that she has the evidence and absolute proof. Yes, you heard that right. What the evidence and absolutely proof is of, we don't know. Maybe you guys can help me figure this out. Let's take a quick listen to some of what she had to say.
I'm going to guess this is because Don knows I do indeed know who he and the others are very well. I'm not released or said a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things. A whole lot of proof. A whole lot of evidence.
I had to kind of chuckle because, in my opinion, she's put out a ton of information. Now, whether it's half truths or no truths, that's up to, each individual to decide. But she's definitely put a lot out there. And so then she, of course, says that, she's pretty sure that they were targeted and that they have been from the beginning to try to get. And then she leaves that mid-sentence and goes into saying that that this is where you're wrong, Dawn, and lockdown.
I hold proof and evidence that even the largest YouTubers, national news media outlets across the entire, well, probably globe, I have proof and receipts. Proof, evidence that this realm has been after for years now.
So JodiSue is saying that she has the proof and the evidence that everyone has been after for years now, for content and to make millions and use it to their benefit, but not, to Summer's benefit whatsoever.
I've never come out and said anyone is guilty of anything. Never accused anyone, but it has been done to us by many, especially those who fear a great deal many things like proof and evidence.
She goes on to say that those who fear what they hold, those that want what they have, what they think they have, I'm not sure who she's talking about. She's saying we. So, those that fear what we have and what we hold. So I don't know who the we is there, but she wants to assure Dawn and Lockdown that she's not like the rest. And again, I assume she means creators, even though she is one herself with the pinned Cash App daily even. All right, let's continue.
I do indeed hold proof and evidence in a way that cannot be denied, in a way that cannot be woven around, cannot be gotten out of, and shows clearly who. Dawn, Candace, maybe even Candace Sr., are to degrees, hold receipts, right, proof and evidence in a way that tell a very real story tell the very real truth.
So she said she holds the proof and evidence in a way that cannot be denied, in a way that can't be gotten out of, and that this proof and evidence shows clearly who Dawn, Candace, maybe even Candace Sr. to a degree, and all of this tells the real story, the real truth, in a way that nobody can fix and no Tim Mullen can media up and get past or beyond, and no church can cover or cloak. So she's now going to talk a little bit about how she thinks others may know. Let's listen.
And I think others know, obviously, that we know things, but they probably did not think anyone on earth held proof and evidence. But maybe it's feared. Maybe it's why our voices have always been feared. Here, right? Attempted to be discredited, called everything, targeted, tormented to the ends of the earth, terrorized, destroyed, annihilated.
So I wonder what it would be that nobody on earth thought that anybody held that proof or evidence. She really has me curious, you guys. She does this to me often. Now, I do want to say that to one point that she did make, that regardless of what we think of people, as adults on YouTube, some of the behavior towards others has really been just disgusting. I'm just being honest. It has. We have grown adults out here stalking, harassing, doxing, bullying, body shaming, accusing very possibly innocent people of horrendous crimes, and the list goes on and on. And I really, truly wish that we could do better as a whole. But that's just my little rant. Let's get back to JodiSue.
But this is where you're wrong. Some of us, unlike the prayer gardens, shares, lockdowns, zigs, BKs, GMs, the McDonald's, the Lips, right? The Jennies, the Adrians, the JLRs, the Bullhorns, the Justins, the Dougs, all of them. Unlike them, because we are nowhere near them. We're unlike them. But some of us who are real life, who are X125s, do indeed hold proof and evidence.
It's a rare occasion that I'm not in trouble, too. Thanks for not including me, JodiSue.
We do indeed know who and what people are, and we hold proof and evidence.
They can't show any at all evidence. There's no facts to go with anything they say.
I'd like to know how Jodi Sue knows so much about me, and I've only actually talked to her maybe 3, 4, 5 times. It's a period. Do not know that woman, but she knows everything about me and how evil I am in every way. She knows nothing about me. Do not know that woman. But she wants to make me out to be, I don't get it.
This is where you're wrong. It's also where you're lying. Again.
Well, she certainly has a full list of those that she despises. Eek. The great news is that she says that they are all unlike all of you, and that in real life, some of them are X125s, and that they do indeed hold proof and evidence, and they do indeed know who and what people are. So anyway, once again, I'm pretty clueless as to what point JodiSue is trying to make, because she absolutely does speak in riddles. Honestly, though, I also find her to be, pretty witty with her words. I've actually thought about seeing if I could hire her to write my titles and make my thumbnails, but she has me blocked, so I'm SOL there. Anyway, please let me know your thoughts below. Please be kind and respectful on this channel. I truly appreciate everybody's opinions, even when they're different from mine. But your kindness in stating those is even more so appreciated. And then also in the works, I've spent since this past Saturday climbing through every word Fred Hill and his, I guess, ex now, Laura, have said. And I did this because there was so much information that I didn't even know truth from fiction. So I wanted to seek out the truth, and that's exactly what I did. So it most likely will be done in a podcast type form. I'm not sure how else to do it. But I really think that a lot of you may be very surprised. So keep an eye out for that. All right, guys, that's all I've got. Until next time, please stay safe and look out for you and yours. Bye-bye.